What's going on? Born for Sports. We are here. Happy Labor Day to everybody out there. This is the Section 330 Crew Roundtable, and I'm here with my guy, one of my brothers from the Section 330 Crew, El Jefe Jose. Was popping, baby.
Yo, what up? What up? What's up, everybody? Ready to
Yeah.
talk some Giants football?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here to kind of give you guys an introduction what we about. We here to preview the Giants season. We are all excited. We are ready for this. It is Monday, Labor Day, which means we are 6 days, only 6 days away from week 1, and we are looking forward to the New York Giants season, man. So, what's going on, bro? What you want to say to the people, bro?
Hey, I'm excited about this upcoming season. It's going to be, it's going to set the tone for the future. And it starts obviously with the quarterback position. And, all we need is for Daniel Jones to be serviceable. That's it. With
Mm-hmm.
with an improved offensive line and Malik Neighbors now in the picture. We just need him just to cut the shit on turnovers and bad decision making.
Facts. Facts. I agree, man. Listen, we all know it all, the talk of the town. We talk of the town. Before we get started, I just want to say to everyone out there, appreciate if you hit like, subscribe to the channel, Born for Sports. Would appreciate it. We trying to do big things on this channel. And I feel like you guys are going to like what we got to say, Before we get to that, let's get to the comments already out here. Oh, what's going on, my God? Yes, sir. Taquan Lewis. What's going on, baby? Salute.
What's
Yes,
going
sir.
on,
Salute.
Saquon? What's good, baby?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Taquan is a good dude, man. He be up on the YouTube and everything and IG. And got another one here. Oh, he's 321. Yes, sir. Section 321 in the house. Salute, baby.
Yo, shout
Salute.
out 321, shout out J18, shout out everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know, Taekwon. We already talked, baby. Come through to that Section 330 Crew tailgate, man. If you out there, come through. JA, baby. We're gonna talk about that later. About
Yes,
the 330 Crew tailgate, but for sure, come through, bro. We got another one here. Yes, sir. TP Way the Giant, my guy, NYG Lieutenant. Yes, sir. 330 Crew, he says. What's going on, bro?
What's good, baby? What's good,
Yes,
TK?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my guy. Always ready to defend our New York Giants. That's what's up. But let's get into Daniel Jones since you brought it up, bro. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the expectations we have for Daniel Jones. Now, like you said, we can't have them turnovers. That shit is dead. We can't deal with that no more. Okay. However, I think my expectations are a little higher than maybe you might think or whatever. Maybe we're on the same page, but I know what you said was serviceable, but for me, it's year 6. You know what I'm saying? It's just year 3 with the same coaching staff, Dable, Kafka, Brian Day was calling plays. We've upgraded the offensive line. I think this offensive line, bro, is better than it's been in years.
Yes,
not even a question, So I think that excuse is going to be gone. We're going to have to kick that excuse unless there's terrible injuries and the whole offensive line depleted, especially Mr. Andrew Thomas. Knock on wood for sure. Unless that happens, I don't think we can use offensive line as an excuse. I think the additions, we talked about this. Runyon, I think he's going to be a solid addition, left guard upgrade, very good pass protector, versatile, can play, and he's durable. He's durable. He was in Green Bay. He's a very durable guard. I think he's an upgrade there. Okay, then you got Mr. Illuminor. First thing was he was supposed to be either he was going to play guard for this team or he's going to be Evan Neal Insurance. Well, come to find out, he is now Evans Neal Insurance, and he has overtaken right tackle, and as he should, the starting right tackle, bro.
Yes, that's right.
We don't got time for that Evan Neal shit. Go ahead, brother.
It's just that, you know what, it's year 3 of Evan Neal, and he hasn't proven that he could be a solid NFL right tackle.
Right.
He was the no-brainer pick. A lot of people calling him a bust. So why did we pass up on so and so? Did that? He was a no-brainer pick.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? As in, we needed him, and it's proven that I don't know if it's coaching or he hasn't adapted to the speed of the NFL yet. Which after year 3, I would think you should.
Right.
And I'm just hoping that under Carmen Basilio that he could, you know what I mean, develop into that player that we drafted him, that player that he was in Alabama.
Right.
And it hasn't happened.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree, man. And listen, I've said this in the past, in past videos I've made on shows I've been on the last few months. This is it for Evan Neal, but I am not putting it on Evan Neal to sink or swim this season. We're over that. I believe that the offensive line coach is better. That fraud Bobby Johnson is finally the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. That guy didn't do anything. He was a terrible offensive line coach. Honestly, I still don't know how he is even has a job in the NFL, but he was a bad offensive line coach. We're finally done with him. Brasillo is the key. I think he is going to help this offensive line. You already seen the impact.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? With the backups in preseason, with the attention to detail, I think he's going to have an attitude with this offensive line. And I feel like you're right, man. Like Evan Neal, this is year 3, baby. I need something. So he didn't get off to a good start again. Slow body injury, coming back from recovering. And I'm glad that Brian Dable and the Giants said, nah, man, we can't take a chance. We're going to just leave it at that. Let Aluminum play, especially after they signed Van Roten. That's another pickup we picked up. Van Roten.
That's huge. And Van Roten is huge, especially coming off last year where he was, I think PFF had him ranked among the top 20 offensive linemen, and he played under Carmen Basilio.
Right.
And
continuity.
You know what I mean? Like, he has been like, he's a veteran presence that could show some of these younger guys like Evan Neal, to an extent, Andrew Thomas, you know what I mean? Even though he doesn't need it, how to, how to play.
Yeah. Exactly. He's going to show.
I like the addition.
Yeah, I do too, man. I do too. It's like you just touched on it, Jose. The chemistry, the continuity. He knows Brasillo. He's played with Illuminor with the Raiders. It should be a seamless transition, to do what they're doing. They got continuity on that side. You don't mess that up. And I'm glad that Brian Dable and the Giants recognized that. And they said, hey, listen, hey, Neal, you didn't get healthy. We're moving forward. This year is too critical to Daniel Jones' development to see if he's the guy going forward, which we'll talk about in a minute. But we need to leave the offensive line. We got to make this a strength. And then you got JMS in the middle. So at the end of the day, if he can stay healthy for a change, that should be a solid upgrade offensive line. So I think we're over that offensive line excuse as long as everybody's healthy, bro.
Exactly. As long as it's because we've seen it. We've seen the improvements. Daniel Jones, especially in that Houston game, despite those 2 interceptions, had time.
Yes, he did.
He could have been. He was chilling back in the pocket, and now you have time. Now you have, like you said, as long as the offensive line is healthy, as long as everybody plays their role, as long as we're consistent on the offensive line, the offensive line excuse is out of the window.
Done. Absolutely, bro. Done. We get to the comments real quick. Oh, that's my sis. Hey, go G, man. Let's go, Sam. That's right. We 6 days away, baby. Let's go, Giants, baby. Yeah, we Giant fans in my house everywhere, in the family. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah. My daughter's friend lives in South Jersey, and it's Eagles territory, and he's still a Giant fan, which, I respect that. You know what I mean? Like, and he will be at, speaking of which, he will be at the Eagles game when we're celebrating our brother,
Oh yeah,
his
yes,
birthday.
Wes.
Shout out to him. Shout out
Shout
to
out to
Danielle.
Wes. What's goody if you watching, baby? What's going on, bro? For sure, for sure. Let me get to the comments here. Taekwon Lewis says, I hope our O-line plays with attitude. Yeah, man.
I hope so too.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
I hope so too. I hope they play with some spit and vinegar, piss and vinegar. Take no shit.
That's right, bro. That's right. And listen, and that's going to be a big deal. We need to be physical. Offensive line, anyone that knows me, you know me. We all talk. We on the same page. Everyone that's getting to know us. I'm all about point of attack.
Mm-hmm.
And when you win point of attack, that just follows. Everything follows in line after that. We play physical, knocking dudes off the ball. That's going to help a lot. That's going to keep Daniel Jones clean. That's going to open up holes for the running game. The nice little running back committee I think we have. Mm-hmm. Yo, I'm telling you, man, that is a big deal. That's Giants football. We got to get back to that. I'm sick and tired of us getting mauled and getting pushed back, pushed around. No, we got to get back to who we are as the Giants, man.
Exactly.
For sure. Yes, sir. 3:30. What's good, TP? Way back in, baby.
What's good? What up, baby? What up?
What's good, bro?
See you at some games this year.
Yeah, we got to fly him out, man. We got to get this man to fly out, man. For real, we need him out there, man. One of our co-hosts, the Giant Way, David, he's gonna be at the game on Saturday. He's flying in with his homie. They're gonna be at the game. They should be at Fan Fest on Friday as well. They're flying out to the game. They're going and he's definitely coming to the tailgate. He told me so. That's gonna be a good look. But TP, we got to get you out here, bro. Come on, man. Let's go, baby. I got to meet my homie, my fellow NYG lieutenant. For sure, man. Let's see who else we got here. Bobby Banger 80. What's good, girl? Let's go, baby.
Yep.
Let's go, Giants, baby. Welcome to the show. Thanks for dropping by. Happy Labor Day, man. TP Way, the Giant says, I need y'all to lose your mind at the game. Make them feel like it's a away game. For sure, bro. I'm telling you, we going in. We going crazy out there, man. For sure.
Right here, where you see the helmet out there. I'm gonna be bringing the fucking energy to 3:30.
For sure.
Now that I'm on the side, now that I move my tickets on Jorge's side, it's gonna be even more of a vibe out in 3:30. So I'm hoping everybody's there. Everyone brings the energy. You know what I mean? Make it feel like Giant Stadium. Make it feel like that building across the street.
And best believe, if you fans out there in our section or around the section don't even know what's in our section, if y'all out there sitting down, best believe we gonna get y'all up. Because we gonna be noisy, we gonna be lousy, we gonna be loud, we gonna be noisy. It's gonna be crazy. The atmosphere, we need to get this game. We gotta let them know that this is MetLife Stadium, the Giant Stadium. The Giant Stadium. We all know the Jets they just pay rent. This is our shit. This is our shit.
Exactly. It's the first. Come on.
For sure. It's
the second right here. It's the second. Come on. Where's the rent? Where's the money? Show me the money.
That's it, bro. Pay up.
Pay up.
Samantha also again checking in. It's all in the family. That's right. Listen, man. Listen. I raised my brothers and sisters and everyone that know me. We Giants fans, baby. We don't do that.
Exactly.
Taekwon Lewis says we got to set the tone. For sure, man. We got to set the tone, bro. We got to set it.
Like I said, it all begins with Daniel Jones. And, like we discussed the offensive line or whatever. Here's the one thing that I found especially interesting last year. I think we've touched on it. Tommy DeVito.
Right.
Last year, damn, I'm drawing a blank. Tyrod Taylor all performed under the same offensive line, the same shitty offensive line that we had last year.
Yeah, and they put up numbers.
Outplayed Daniel Jones.
Yeah, we can't have that. We can't have that. Now, some of that also is because some of the guys that were injured kind of returned when they played, but the stats are the stats, and the numbers don't lie. They played better than him. For whatever reason there was, it happened. So at the end of the day, the offensive line is no more an excuse. And let's talk about how the playmakers are better now. So at the end of the day, the excuses are gone. And I'm hoping Daniel Jones can bring it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping. I have my concerns. Anyone knows me knows that. I have my concerns. I'm not expecting him to take a huge jump, but I feel like we're going to find out this year if he is the guy.
Exactly.
I think asking for 25 touchdown passes, 4,000 yards is not too much to ask. I'm sorry. With these weapons in this offensive line, I don't think it's unfair to ask for that. And I think we should expect that as Giant fans from a quarterback in his 6th year and his 3rd year with the same offensive coach and head coach. It's his time. With the playmakers upgraded, look at the receivers we have. They are the best receiver core we've had since 2011. You could talk to me about 2016. Listen, Victor Cruz, I love Victor Cruz, but he was at the end. He was not the same when he came back. He had basically missed 2 years before he came back in that last year, and that was it for him. He never played after that season. Odell Beckham, he was great. Odell was great, had one of the greatest seasons in Giants history for a receiver that year. Him and Eli carried that offense that year. Yes, that is true. Sterling Shepard had a solid rookie year. This receiver core here, you got Malik Neighbors. Anyone that knows me, I'm all in on Malik. I'm all in. I'm all in, Jose.
He's an LSU wide receiver.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like the last time we drafted an LSU wide receiver, that worked out beautifully for everybody.
Absolutely.
And you know what I mean? Like I would hope within the next couple of years he's a top 5 receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
He's got the talent.
He's got the talent. He's got, he looks like he's got the route running ability. He's got the speed.
Right.
Now, it's the quarterback that has to get him the ball. And
Absolutely.
I'm expecting big things from Hilton. I'm expecting big things from from Wan'Dale Robinson. I'm expecting big things from Darius Slayton. You know what? If we could get those 4, at least 50 target or 50 receptions each will be all right.
Absolutely. Absolutely agree, man. I'm telling you, you're talking about Malik Neighbors. I feel like I don't think it's out of the ordinary and out of the question. If Daniel Jones plays good enough and plays well, gets him the ball, that this man cannot give us 80 catches and 1,100 yards and maybe 8 to 10 touchdowns. This guy is talented. You mentioned LSU. You got last time we drafted an LSU receiver, it was Odell. It's been a trend. You got Jamar Chase in Cincinnati, beast. You got Justin Jefferson, beast. Well, he comes from the same cloth. This guy has the talent, and I'm telling you right now, I feel like he's going to be the best rookie receiver in this class. I'm all in. I'm all in on Malik.
I'm all in on him too.
I'm all in, man. Let's get to the comments here. TP Wader John says, I know my boy Taekwon going to rock with y'all and represent. Oh yeah. For sure. For sure. I know we're gonna run into him. Also, TP Wader Giant says, I agree. I don't see a world where DJ plays good and we lose. I don't see it either. I think he's he's the key. You know what I'm saying? Like if he can take a step. You know what I'm saying? If he could take a step, 25 touchdowns, 4,000 yards is not too much to ask out of him. I'm sorry. Everything is there for him to be successful. And Brian Dable, another thing, calling plays is a big deal. A big deal. I'm just not on Kafka like that. I just wasn't, bro. We've all talked at the tailgate all the time. We're not on it with Kafka. So
he took away play calling duties from Kafka.
Yeah. I mean, like Kafka didn't impress me like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it with him. I think in 2022, DJ's best year probably with in the last whatever years it's been. They sped him up. Dable recognized his deficiencies about him going through progression slow, whatever, and making him make quicker decisions, making him trust what he sees. After that Tennessee game, he started to slowly but surely pick it up. And in the second half of the season, he played well. Brian Dable had the pulse. They handed it over to Kafka, and you saw what happened last year. It was a disaster. So I wasn't on it like that with Kafka. So I'm glad that it's going to be sink or swim with Mr. Dable, man. For sure,
It's gonna be. Like I said, it depends on what happens with the offense, because if it's more of the same,
yes.
You know what I mean? If it's more of the same, then you know what? If Drew Lock or Tommy DeVito is starting by week 6, you know the season is going to shit.
That's a world we do not want. And for all the Giant fans that I've seen on social media, on Twitter and all of that, oh man, I want Drew Lock to start. What did y'all see in that preseason game when you saw Drew Lock play? We don't want that.
He played like shit.
We don't want that. He didn't even look at neighbors. Do you all want to see that?
He did not. No.
I don't. And I know the 330 crew don't. Let's get to the comments here. Patrick Rose, what's goody, bro? Yo, one of the biggest questions is the secondary now that we have upgraded the pass rush with Burns. Yeah, man. The secondary is a question. We'll get to that. The secondary is a question because, and I don't think it's for talent. I think it's because they're just young. You know, I just think they're young, and we'll get to that. Yeah, the secondary. I think picking up Adoree Jackson was a solid move by the Giants. I think it was the best move they could make at the time, man.
Bringing him back was huge, and you know he has somebody that has experience with the secondary. You know, he's been a Giant for the last 3 seasons, and you know he's a wonderful complement to to Banks.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's not that we're not, like you said, like you touched on, it's not that we're bad or whatever. We're just inexperienced. We're pups.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's going to be an issue. My general feeling, my optimistic view on it, it's going to be an issue the first 2 or 3 weeks, and watch them gain some gain. Once the season goes on, they're going to improve.
For sure. I agree with you, bro. I definitely agree with that. I think it's going to be a situation where as weeks go by, they'll get better. They'll continue to get better, hopefully. You know, besides quarterback, being a rookie corner is the hardest position for a rookie to transition into the NFL. We got a lot of young players, you know.
We do.
Deonte Banks, he had an up and down rookie year, but I like what I saw from him. I think he has the talent to be a number 1 corner, but I'm not ready to be comfortable that he is ready yet to be the number 1 corner. Bringing Adoree, a veteran presence, helps him, helps the rest of the room. He knows his job. He didn't have a great year last year, and I'm not going to lie to you. I was ready to move on after the season because I thought we would have got an upgrade, but it didn't work out that way, and I just think this is the best move right now the Giants can make. You know, waiver wire pickups are what they are. They're waiver wire pickups. You're not going to really find that greater options like that. You can find veteran players to fill out your roster, but the upgrade probably won't be that big. Adoree knows the system. He was under Bowen in Tennessee. He knows what to do. He should stabilize that cornerback room. And then you got the safeties. We got some good safeties. Jason Pinnock, he's the senior of the group. He had a solid year last year, man. Made plays.
If he, you know what I mean? Like, I like Jason Pinnock, you know, like I like him. You know, seems like he has great instincts, you know what I mean? Like, he had a very solid year last year. You know what I mean? He kind of has a nose for the ball. You know what I mean? And if he could play up to that potential, I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be fine.
I agree too. And then you got the rookie safety. I love this pick when we got him, Tyler Nubin, man. Nubin, you could tell
University of
Minnesota, tough ball hawk, and he got that dog. He got that dog in him, bro. I'm telling you, that kid can play along with the rookie slot corner. We got Phillips. These guys are dogs, man. They just got to learn the NFL game. And if you remember, Bowen has said during training camp, Dane Belton, who I'm not even mad, no shade on Dane Belton. Dane Belton is his job to lose right now when Nubin got onto a slow start because he got hurt. Well, it took him 1 week, and he gave him the job right to Mr. Nubin. So I think he's going to be a really, really good player. One thing the Giants don't have problems is they don't have problems drafting safeties. That's for sure.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And we needed a replacement. We needed a solid replacement for you know, for McKinney.
Yeah, McKinney. Yeah.
For Xavier McKinney,
That was
who
a
went
big
on
loss
Green
for
Bay.
us. I felt like that
huge
was a bigger
for
loss
us.
than Saquon, to be honest.
I think so too, because he anchored that secondary.
Right.
You know, and I think Tyler Nubin will be that guy. He's going to be that guy if he pans out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get to the comments here. Unpopular opinion sports. What's good, fellas? What's goody, baby? What's going on, bro? If y'all haven't done so yet, go give my mans a subscribe. They got a good show over there, very informative. These guys be chopping it up. I be dropping through, seeing what's going on. These guys got a real good show. Appreciate you stopping by Unpopular Opinion Sports. I can't wait for the season. I know you can't either, baby. I know it. Yes, sir. Sky Dragon Jr. Oh, that's my nephew. Hey, hi, Theo George. Go, Jorge. Go Giants. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's like I said, our family's all about.
Giants. Let's go, nephew. We got to start them off young. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We got to give them that, give them that education on Giants football early.
Absolutely. I know you're doing the same thing on your side too, bro.
Yes. My niece, shout out to my niece, you know what I mean? She'll be turning 1 in October. Daddy's an Eagles fan. My sister's a Giants fan, and I think she's going to go the way of mommy.
Oh, okay.
Yep. She's going to go the way of, or you know what? Theo Joey's going to let her know that, listen, you're going to be a Giant fan.
Did you say that she's an Eagles fan? I didn't hear that.
No, her dad is an Eagles fan.
Dad is an Eagles fan. Oh,
yeah. My brother-in-law is an Eagles fan.
Oh no,
I don't know how the fuck he became an Eagles fan growing up in the Upper West Side of Manhattan.
Oh man, now we gotta save him, bro. Go save him, Go save him, Hefe.
Well, I'm saving her. They're gonna be at the tailgate. They're gonna be at Wesley's tailgate. They have tickets for the game.
Good. That's what's up. Bobby Banger 80. I really want to see how Burns compliment Lawrence and Kayvon in that front seven. Yeah. Ooh, listen. Let's talk about that front seven. Let's talk about that front seven because I'm going to say it right now, and I said it a million times. Best pass rush we had since 2011, and I think this D-line is going to be the best in the NFC East. Give it time. They're going to be the best in the NFC East. You got Dexter Lawrence, who, to me, and I say it a million times, best DT in the game besides Chris Jones. He is the best interior defensive lineman in the game. Nobody does what he does. Now you're putting Brian Burns on the other side, who's one of the best young pass rushers in football, okay? And with Kayvon getting better on the other end, as long as he keeps on developing his game, setting that edge and everything, man, the sky's the limit for this front seven, bro.
You know who I think is the most underrated player in that front seven is Taco Nunez Roches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Nacho. Yeah.
I think he's the most underrated. I mean, last year, if you look at the film, I know that, when people, I know people have been like, the attention has been on Thibodeau and on Dexter Lawrence.
Right.
He's been actually like getting home if you look at the film.
Yeah, in the film, he's been getting that push.
Especially he's pretty solid on the run defense,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know what I mean? He's another guy that's going to be the key to the offense.
Absolutely, bro. I agree. He is a very key part. He's going to be the guy next to Dex. He's going to be the guy. Listen, let's be honest. When Wink was here, he didn't care about the run. He never did.
We were
getting run over every time we played teams, especially when Dex had to come out of the game. The poor guy Dex had to play basically 90% of the snaps because we couldn't stop the run. He never emphasized it. Shane Bowen is all about the run. You saw it in Hard Knocks. It was an emphasis, a point of emphasis that Dable wanted a change at the defensive coordinator with that. And he's all about that. His defenses in Tennessee always were good against the run and solid against the run.
Exactly.
Nunez Roches is going to play a big part. I think Jordan Riley is going to play a big part. I like that kid's traits. I think he flashed last year. I was hoping he was going to take the job from Nunez Roches, but hey, the more interior linemen to rotate, the better. Okay, and we're going to need that. We're going to need that because we can't keep getting run over no more. And I think this year is a point of emphasis. You could see it with Kayvon's play. He's setting the edge better. You know, in the preseason, from what I see, there was a couple of plays he made, you know, taking on an OT, setting the edge, making a play, or forcing them back inside for the other guys to make the play. That's what you want. That's what you want, and that's what you're going to need out of this defense, man.
Exactly. You're going to, you know what I mean? Like, it starts with that. And I like, you know, the difference, like you said, the difference between Bowen and Wink Martindale is that Martindale couldn't care less about, you know, stopping the run. And you know what I mean? Like, we can't have guys, you know, tiring out, you know, in the fourth quarter of games when, you know, they're running the ball at us and they're wearing us out. You know,
doubt
we have to establish the dominance early. We have to like stuff the run early and force teams to be one-dimensional. You
gotta earn the right to rush the passer, man, on third down. And the only way to do that is if you stop that run. You got to. No doubt about it, man. Let's see here. Comments. The Giant Way. What's goody, Dave?
Yo.
My fellow NYG lieutenant. What's good, bro? He says Pinnock is going to do big things. Yes, I agree, bro. I agree. He's going to be a good one.
He takes that step forward.
Yeah, for sure. He's going to be a big deal, you know, and he's basically the C in the room. He's going to have to show the other young safety, Nubin, the way. He's got to show him what to do. You know, Dane Belton's been here a couple of years. His problem's always been tackling, but he's a ball hawk. So he can play a role. And I can see a lot of 3 safety sets on the field at times in this defense, too, with him around. Because one thing he's got a nose for the ball. Ever since he was in Iowa, he's had a nose for the ball.
You know, especially, especially the first test of the year is going to be the Vikings with Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, man. Justin Jefferson. They got to put the clamps on him. Adoree last time we played him, Adoree put the clamps on him for the most part. You know, Giants defense did a good job. Yeah. Yep. They did a good job on him. So hopefully, you know, listen, might be asking a little too much, him coming off the street to be good in week 1, but I would assume that he'll give him some problems there. Timothy Mills, let's go, Jesus.
What up?
Goody,
baby. Mano was good. Was goody. Was good.
Mano, what's going on, bro? Let's go, Giants, baby. I know you ready, bro. I know you ready. I can't wait either, man. I can't wait. My God.
When you pulling up to the tailgate, bro.
Yeah, Tim, you need to come through.
When you and your nephew gonna pull up to the tailgate. I know your nephew's a Jet fan, but you know, when y'all pulling up.
Yeah, Malik is cool though. He's cool, but you know, he should have. I was trying to get them to come to the tailgate last year when they played the Jets, but it didn't work out. But yeah, Tim, you got to come through, man. Come on, man, come through. Get out there, man. Go tell Al, meet up with Al, and come downtown. I'll meet up with y'all. And we head to the game, man. You already know the vibes, bro. The Giant Way. X was good, but we need guys that can create turnovers. Yeah, we do. We do.
Ball hawks.
Yeah, we do. X, you know, he was a really good safety for us, you know, really good safety. The problem is that the Giants just with their salary cap situation just couldn't pay him. They just couldn't pay him. They couldn't. You know, it was just Green Bay made a crazy offer and he got what he got. I ain't even mad at X. When he was a Giant, the only thing that irritated me was the shit when he hurt his hand that year when we got to the playoffs and messing around with a stupid accident with the whatever those motorbike shits, whatever that was on his.
Even though he made that game-winning tackle against the Vikings when he stopped Hawkinson.
Exactly, bro. And I respect the fact that he didn't let that end his season. He still came back. That's what gave me respect him after that situation. Is that he actually said, you know what? I'm still gonna go out there and play for my team, get ready. And he was there when we needed him. And that showed me a tremendous toughness and heart by him and leadership that he actually, because he could have said, you know what, it ain't it. I'm out, guys. See you next year. But he didn't, and he was out there for it. For sure.
Exactly. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like Giants, they need to stay off boats. They need to stay off ATVs. They need to stay off anything that has to do with any type of body of water. Like stay away from it on your free time. After the season, you want to go on a boat, you want to ride ATVs, you want to ride jet skis or whatever, go at it.
Yeah. In the off season, not during the season, man. Jeez. That was crazy, man. That was crazy. X didn't get picks until the end of the season last year. Yep. Well, you know, they didn't throw much at him, but you're right about that. We need more turnovers. That helps the offense as well. You know, the Giant offense, let's be honest, it's been challenged over the last few years. Getting short fields is always a plus. In 2022, we had a lot of turnovers for a good stretch. We did force a lot of turnovers, you know, and that helped the offense a lot. So that let's see if we can get them. Because listen, talent-wise, we got ball hawks in that secondary, bro.
We do.
We got him. The only thing is Phillips, the rookie slot corner Phillips, I want to see his ball skills get better. In Kentucky, he wasn't really good at creating turnovers, but he had sticky coverage, and he was a good tackler and very physical player. If he can get that together, he adds another layer to it. But guys like Nubin, ball hawk, you throw that near Dory, he'll run that back with a pick. He had a pick 6 in Philly last year. You know, he's another one. You know what I'm saying? So you got guys. Pinnock, he forced a lot of turnovers last year at his position. Belton, we talked about, he forces turnovers. So, yes, that would be a big deal for this team. TP Way the Giant, I will say this. This fan base needs to stop bringing up the fact we locked Jefferson's up the last time we played. I'm not trying to poke the bear. Yeah, of course. Why you listen?
That bear either.
We ain't poking no bears, bro. We ain't poking no bears.
We're just stating facts.
We plucking the cub. That's all. We just plucking the cub, bro. We just bringing a history lesson back. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, you know, now that, you know, hopefully Deontay Banks can, you know, Dory Jackson's obviously not going to be on him. You know, he just got signed again after, you know, basically no training camp. Yeah, but I expect Deontay Banks to be blanketing, you know, Jefferson week 1.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
You know, we'll see. That's going to be a major test for him. You know,
absolutely.
Second year, you know what I mean? A top 3 receiver in the NFL. And you know what I mean? We'll see how he does. And if he could hold them to just like a few receptions, you know, maybe like 50, 60 yards, then he's done his job.
Done his job. Players, like you said, you know, it's not fair to have a Dory just come out and just go guard one of the best receivers in football with no training camp, nothing. That's unfair. It's going to be up to Banks. This is his responsibility. This is why he was drafted in the first round, was to be the guy to guard these receivers. He's going to get a test. And that's Sam Darnold throwing the ball to him. Okay, exactly. That's not Kirk Cousins. That's not, and matter of fact, not even Kirk Cousins. That's not an elite quarterback throwing on the ball. So it's got to come up to Banks to be like, you know what, I got to take this assignment and take it right. Listen, you're not gonna stop a player like Justin Jefferson totally. He's too good. He's one of the best. But if you contain him, like you said, a little 60-yard, 4 or 5 catch. Listen, I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day, man.
Exactly.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Timothy said, Mills, Tim, Hermanito, Jose, send me an invite for the Fantasy Football League.
I got you, bro. After the show, I got you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unpopular opinion, Sportz says, definitely appreciate y'all, brothers. Yes, sir. For sure. Appreciate you dropping through, man. For real. I love you guys' show,
coming through.
Yes, sir. Love you guys' show, man. You guys do a great job. All of you guys. Man Cave, all of you guys, man. You do a good job. Tyquan Lewis says, I'm ready to see the defense. We got to get to the Vikings quarterback early in the game and set the tone for the season. And the defense wins championships. No doubt about it.
Let me tell you something. You know what? The staple of Giants teams has been defenses. Whether it's Sam Huff and, you know, Rosie Brown and Jim Catkavage back in the day, to like Harry Carson and Brad Van Pelt, to LT, to, you know, to Carl Banks, to Strahan, to Armstead, to Justin Tuck, OC, and now we got, you know, MVP, and now like a bunch of crazed dogs.
Yes, sir.
And
That's
now
what I
I
want.
feel like now we're at that point in Giants football with Dexy, with Thibodeau. Now we got Brian Banks. We got Okekere. We got all these guys, and it's going to be a problem. I want to see them get home at least 4 times in week 1.
Yes, sir. And it can happen. It can happen. You know, they're going to be also, I'm hearing they're going to be out without Hawkinson. So that's another weapon less to deal with. So listen, you stop the run. You take, okay, 3rd and long. I can't wait to see the crowd at MetLife, our section, everybody ready to see the dogs hunt, because that's what I want. You got Dex pushing it up the middle. You got Burns. You got Kayvon. Aziz coming off the bench. Let's see some NASCAR. F it. I want to see it all. Okekere Rush, one of the most underrated linebackers in football to me. Should have been a Pro Bowler last year. And I think
he should have been. He had a great season last year for not to get the honor, you know. And I know the Pro Bowl's not what it used to be. Now it's a freaking skills competition, you know. But still, he should have gotten some recognition.
No doubt about it. He should have got in. That was crazy. But you know what? I think this is going to be the year we're going to see a lot of that at MetLife Stadium, because this is going to be the best pass rush since 2011, and I feel the best D-line in the NFC East.
Exactly.
Tim Mills, the defensive lines are going to eat. You're damn right the defensive line are going to eat, my brother. I can't wait.
I can't wait neither. I can't wait. You know what I mean?
Arnold is fooled. Let's be honest. Donald fooled out there. He's going to be fooled this weekend. Okay? Because the way I think Bowen is emphasized stopping the run, I'm not afraid of what Aaron Jones back there, none of that, running the ball. The Giants should be able to at least contain their run game. And I'm telling you, it's time to hunt, bro. It's time to hunt. Eggy McLove, what's good, babe? What's good, Eggy? Yes, sir. Yo, Mount Rush in the building. Saquon's is fraud. Big shout out to y'all. F anyone against our G-man. Our front 7 is nasty. Yeah, you damn right, brother.
We haven't even gotten to the topic of Saquon Barkley. I mean, among all teams, and we've already discussed this, among all teams to go to, the Eagles, bro. Really? The Eagles?
Yeah. He could have went anywhere. He could have went anywhere. I wouldn't
have been mad if he went to Houston. I wouldn't have been mad if he went to
Chicago, any of those teams.
Chicago, anywhere out west. I wouldn't have been mad.
No.
But the Eagles, bro. Come on.
You can't go to the rivals, man. You the op now. You are the op. I don't care about what you did here. And let me tell you, I'm not going to be the one. Eggy's one of those guys that didn't want Saquon drafted. I do remember that. He was all in on a quarterback. Me, I'm not going to be one of those Giant fans that try to act like I didn't want Saquon, because I did. I wanted to draft Saquon. I did. I wanted to take one last shot with Eli and try to get that one last ring, because I felt like adding to the offense with Odell was going to be a great look for us. I did. But all of that's gone. You the op now, bro. I'm not dealing with no. You could have went anywhere. And to me, it felt like it was his target to just pay the Giants back. He wanted that payback. There's been talk there was tampering rumors and stuff. They knew from the beginning, at the end of the season, he was going to Philly. Even in Hard Knocks, Shane got a sniff of that. He was talking, and Mara got a sniff that he was talking about going to the Eagles. So listen, that's cool. That's your decision you made. You're dead to me. You're dead. You're dead.
Exactly.
Section 330 crew. We don't fuck with you no more,
it.
bro. Nah, we good on that. We good on that. So come October 20th, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Let's get to another comment here. Tim Mills, the linebackers on the edge is key. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They are.
Exactly.
They are. We talked about that earlier. Kayvon setting that edge. He's got to get better at it, man. And he's showing that he's made strides for it. For sure. Bobby Banger. Yeah, for sure. And he has to be, because that's what's going to take him to the next level as a pass rusher. Kayvon, we know, can rush the passer. We know that. You know, he's got to work. He's got to work on
10 and a half sacks last year.
11 and a half, matter of fact. 11 and a half sacks.
last year.
Listen,
He's showing strides of becoming better at that. He's always done that at Oregon. We need him to be a complete defensive lineman, and he looks like he's ready to take on the task. Bobby Banger 80. I believe the best pickup was Bowen. I assume he's trying to say as defensive coordinator. Wink acted like stopping the run was contagious. Yeah. He didn't care about the run. Wink never cared about the run. His whole scheme was play tricks with the quarterback, rush the passer, bring blitzes. Yes, it's good and all that, but you still can't forget about the run. It was too many times with the Giants just started getting run over, and he made no adjustments on that. None. I'm seeing Kayvon dropping back the coverage. Jose, how many times are we at the tail or at the game screaming, why is Kayvon dropping back? Why is he covering anyone? Set him up field, man.
Exactly. It's just like the lack of adjustments year 2.
Yeah.
He had a great year 1, as a defensive coordinator, but year 2, it was just like a lot of head scratching shit. And not to mention, he was at odds with Brian Dable. So that ultimately led him to go to the University of Michigan.
Yeah, he acted like a baby, talking about you can't find my coaches yet. Yet Brian Dable got rid of that fraud, Bobby Johnson, and he was acting like he too good to let go of one of his assistant coaches. Just a whole cluster. I'm glad he's gone, man. I'm glad he's gone. Bobby Banger 80, dead ass. I really need to flop and see you guys. Yeah, man, come through, baby.
Come through, bro. Come through. The big tailgate's gonna be the Eagles game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bobby Banger 80, laughing my ass out loud. Just stay away from water. No circle lines. No Staten Island ferries. No E of that. Yeah, man. Eggy, wait, we have another available fantasy league. LOL.
No, I got my personal fantasy league available tonight. I'm gonna hit you up with more details. The draft is tonight. I still got 4 more spots left.
Nice. Very nice, bro. Oh, y'all go out there and talk to my guy, man. Go enter that fantasy league, man. You're going to have a good time. Taquan Lewis, we need to have Sam Darnold shook. Hell yeah. With that pass rush, we should. They're going to be coming to eat. They coming to hunt, baby. You could best believe that. They coming to hunt. TP Way the Giant. The last time we played Sam Darnold, DJ made that one-handed catch down the sideline. Our defense got him benched. Yeah, I think that was against Carolina, right?
I remember that.
I think it was, right?
Yeah, that was the game. That was our first win of the 2021 season. I remember being there with my nephew. And
Jason
he made that catch.
That was the most, that was, not to cut you off, bro, that was the most out-of-pocket play calling I've ever seen Jason Garrett call with his vanilla garbage. He actually called that play, and Daniel Jones made a great catch.
With his Tecmo Bowl freaking
playbook, right?
Playbook.
But go ahead, finish your point, brother.
But yeah, so he made that one-handed catch, and we're like, okay, well, and then we got at Sam Darnold that game. I remember that game. We got at him.
I think we won that game too. We
did. We won it 22-3 or some odd score or something.
Yeah, pretty much dominated. Yeah, pretty much dominated that game. All right, Bobby Banger 80. That just means we got trash Saquon twice a year. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're going to get him. Especially, I need to see him go down October 20th at MetLife, man. I need to see that. I need that. Mm-hmm. I need one of those 8 carries for like -4 yards games that I need. I need to see that. Because this nonsense about how, they didn't make an offer, this and that and the third and that. You knew you wanted to leave and you were going. You knew they were not coming near that number. You knew that.
He wanted to go. He didn't want to be a Giant.
He wanted to leave. He felt disrespected. And I understand the element of what he was trying to say about how he was important to the offense in 2022. But fam, they offered you the money you were looking for during 2022 season when we were having a good season. And you turned it down. You turned it down because you thought you were getting McCaffrey money, and you were not. Your agent screwed that up. That wasn't on the Giants. Why should the Giants go and do something that no one else is trying to do? That's not on the Giants.
You know,
that was the agent's fault that he had.
the Eagles are going to learn quickly, and this is a hot take for me. They're going to learn quickly that, you know what, it wasn't worth the money. And I guarantee you by next year, you're going to see it. He's going to be a cap casualty.
I wouldn't be
I'm going to
surprised.
call it.
I wouldn't
I'm
be
going to call
surprised.
it.
The way the running back market is trending, I would not be surprised, man. I really wouldn't. I mean, I just can't get over how people like to ignore the fact the Giants made him an offer, a very good offer for like $14.5 million, I believe it was, during that season, and he turned it down. He turned it down because he thought McCaffrey money was on waiting for him, and his agent screwed up that market. So when the Giants said, "Hey, we can't give you that money. The market is the market," and they still franchise tagged him, and come on, like how do we ignore that? It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
I was just looking this up. Jason Pinnock last year, when quarterbacks, a quarterback rating when thrown at 58.6.
Yeah. Yep. He had a very good year last year, man. Very good year, man.
More of that.
And he, I have a lot of confidence in Jason Pinnock. I really do. I think he's going to have another solid year, man, for sure. Tyquan Lewis, I tell Eagle fans all the time that talk shit to me, y'all going to see about Saquon. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's like they think it's just fantasy football. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stick them in there. Automatically, you're getting Saquon from 6 years ago. You're not getting Saquon from 6 years ago, man. He ain't that kind of player no more. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not good, but he's not on that level he was before the injury, and he's always injury prone, hurt with ankle injuries. It's been his MO. So they're gonna find out soon. They're gonna find out soon. Yep.
They will. They're gonna find that out. They're gonna find out, and you know what I mean. Knowing that Philadelphia fan base, they're gonna turn on them.
Yep. So I'm gonna switch gears now. We're gonna preview the Giants. Preview the season and get into the schedule. Honestly, this schedule is challenging, bro. This schedule is challenging, man. It really is. I mean, you're talking about the first. Let me punch it up real quick. The first 8 games are very challenging, bro. Very challenging. They're gonna have to, in my opinion, it's crucial we start off 2-0. All right, and we have to at least be 2-2, 3-1 out of the first 4 games, man. I really do, man.
We have to. We have to. It's going to set the tone for the season how those first 4 games go, because look at the schedule.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the schedule. Go ahead.
We open up against the Vikings. We got Washington. We got Dallas at home. And then
actually we have at Cleveland week 3.
Week 3 Cleveland, week 4 Dallas.
Right. Those first 4 games.
It's very important to go 3-1. Yeah. Now, I'm not expecting us to win the Cleveland game, because you know what? I think Cleveland has the team to actually make a surprise Super Bowl run in the AFC if everything breaks right for them.
That defense is something else, man.
That defense is going to be, I think, top 3, and it is top 3 in football.
Yeah, for sure. That defense is going to be a problem.
With Myles Garrett leading the way.
Yes, and they're tough to beat over there too.
But we gotta start off fast. We gotta go 2-0.
Absolutely.
And I believe that we can go 2-0. Now the 2 games after that, I don't know. Dallas always plays us tough, and they always, seem to kick our ass, sadly. But I have a good feeling that if we win that game on that Thursday night game against Dallas, it's going to set the tone for the rest of the season. Totally
agree. I think that's the biggest game out of the first 4 that I need to see them play well, especially Mr. Daniel Jones. But before we get to that game, this schedule is very challenging. This is why it is important. First of all, if we're 2-2 at the first 4 games, I think that's solid. I do. I think that's solid. But I also think it depends on how we got the 2-2. Because we cannot lose any of these first 2 games. We have to go 2-0. You got Minnesota at home. You got Sam Darnold coming in. No TJ Hawkinson. Okay. They're not 100% with
And
their
don't
weapons.
forget their number 2 receiver.
And I was going to say that. Yep.
He's questionable heading into that game next week.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play. We'll see, of course, but I don't think he's going to play either. So you got, like you said, that's their number 2 receiver. So they're a beat up team. I'm sure Flores will have a nice little plan to try to keep them in the game or whatever on the defensive side of the ball. But we have the weapons that we should be able to find a way to win that game. You cannot drop that game at home. I'm sorry, you cannot.
You cannot.
After all we went through in this offseason, okay, with the Daniel Jones talk, with all of that, with the Brian Dable stuff and Wink and all of that, with Hard Knocks, you can with drafting Neighbors, trying to draft a quarterback, couldn't trade up and all of that. Getting Neighbors, you have to win this game. It all starts with week 1. I don't remember a time where week 1 was so important to the season of the Giants starting off well.
Exactly.
All right. And then after that, we go to Washington. All right. Jaden Daniels. He's got all the accolades right now. Everyone's loving him. Very talented player. He's going to, I believe that might be that'll probably be their home opener. I'm not sure about their schedule yet, but that might be their home opener.
It is their home opener.
So they're going to be jacked up. They're going to be charged up. At the end of the day, if there's one team the Giants do handle over the years with Daniel Jones playing well, it's the Washington Commanders. Whether they're the Washington Redskins, the Washington football team, the Commanders, they handle. He see that W, he played like a quarterback. So we have to win that game as well. They have to go 2-0, and I think they should. They have to go 2-0, Jose.
Mm-hmm. Because those next 2 games, preceding 2 games, are going to be hard. We got
Cleveland. Those first 2 games are tough. The next 2, man. Yep. You got at Cleveland. You just mentioned it. They're going to be tough. Not a game I'm probably expecting to win. Tough defensive team on it, and then a short week Thursday night with Dallas coming to town. That's going to be a tough stretch. And then after that, if we're not at least 2-2, the schedule gets really daunting because now you got to go to Seattle, okay, which we all know is very tough to play out there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the Bengals on a Monday night here, and then the Eagles come to town. So you got to win. You got to start off at least 2-2 in this stretch, man, because it really is a challenge in those first 8 games, man.
I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, Seattle really, even though they're going to be at home and the atmosphere, and we always have trouble in Seattle.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's not as scary as I would think it'd be.
Well, yeah, it's not the Legion of Boom we're going to go play. That's for sure.
Exactly. Even though the Seahawks are a good team,
they are.
Geno Smith has found his game in Seattle, but it's not as scary as as it was in previous years.
Right. It is. Mm-hmm.
Now, with that being said, you know what I mean? It still gives us fits. I don't think we've won a game since I think we have 2 wins in that building since that building opened up 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's a tough place to play no matter what. It's a really tough place to play. You know what I'm saying? The last time we went out there, we probably could have won that game if it wasn't for freaking, what's his name? Dropping the punts, man.
Richie
James dropping the punts. We were right in that game, and he dropped the punts and gave them field position. We ended up losing that game. So, yes. Seattle's a tough team. They're a solid team. They got better this year. It's all about what they get out of Geno Smith with them. They're kind of in a similar situation like what the Giants are. It's about their quarterback play. So if Geno can be solid for them, they will be. And they came into MetLife last year and quite frankly kicked our ass. Let's be honest. They did. They did. Last year.
They kicked our ass last year.
So it'll be tough, man. It'll be tough. TP Way the Giant. Fact. 2-0 will be big for us. I do think Washington is going to be a hard-fought one, but we have the tangibles. Yeah, we do. TP, we talked about it. We got to win that game. We got to win that game. It's an important game, and it's a divisional game. Divisional games, you can't be dropping them, especially to Washington when you have teams like the Eagles and Cowboys. If you want to contend for a playoff spot or, dare I say, even a division title, you have to win those Washington games. You can't drop those games, man. And we've handled them. We've handled over the years. We need to see that they're gonna be jacked up. Home opener and all that, Jaden Daniels. But you know what? We got the pass rush to dominate their offensive line. So I expect us to have a big effort that day. Unpopular opinion, sports. It's not just week 1. It's week 1 to 5. Look at the history of the Giants. They notoriously start slow in recent years. They got to get off to a fast start. Yes, indeed. Unpopular opinion, sports.
That
you are
is
right.
true. That's a very good point.
They
Because
always start slow, man. And it's always that schedule that if something goes wrong and then it's a tailspin and all of that. You're right. We got to start off slow. And I think start off fast. And I think starting 2-0 is a good sign of that. I think the last 2 times the Giants have started 2-0 in the season, they've been playoff teams in 2016 and also in 2022.
Exactly. We can't afford another 0-2 start, 0-4, because if we start off 0-4, that's it. That means that the season has gone to shit. Daniel Jones is on the bench.
He's probably
what I
benched.
mean? Like something went wrong if we go 0-4. And even though I don't see it personally, I think 2-2 might be the worst, but it's not. It's important, like he said, unpopular opinion, Sportz said, we got to start off fast. That's it. Those first 5 weeks are going to set the precedent for the season.
Absolutely. I mean, we got to make sure we are on point. We got to make sure that we are coming out the gates because listen, it's a season. You're going to deal with injuries. You're going to deal with trial and tribulations. There's going to be adversity. But in 2022, when the Giants did make the playoffs, they started 6-1 that season and hit a tailspin in the middle where they had to deal with some injuries, a couple of games, a couple of close losses, but then they eventually found it and got back together at the end of the season. That's what you want. You gotta start off fast enough to where when that little bump in the road in the season hits, it don't torpedo your season. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There's always that one moment that, and unfortunately it came very early at week 1 when, when Daniel Jones fumbled and it was returned for, returned the other way on the first series of the year. And it torpedoed after that.
Right.
But then again, if you look at last year, the Giants, a healthy Graham Gano kicks our way, makes those kicks against the Jets.
Right.
Pass interference is called against Darren Waller in Buffalo.
Right.
A healthy Graham Gano makes those kicks against the Rams because what I mean. Like it's not kicker by committee anymore.
Right.
It's we have a healthy Graham Gano. We're 9-8, and we might make the playoffs.
Yeah,
if those things happen.
I agree. I think 9 wins is definitely right there as far as playoff contention, at least sneaking that last spot. Yes, the NFC is going to be very competitive. So those tiebreakers are going to matter. So you got to beat those teams, man. Bobby Banger 80. We got to take care of division foes. We got Washington and Dallas in our first 4 games. Got to get those wins. Absolutely. And let's get into it. I am tired of losing to the Cowboys and Eagles, bro. Especially the Cowboys.
Me too.
I'm tired of it. It's time to start beating these teams. If you want to be taken seriously in this division, in the NFC, you got to start winning division games. Now, we beat the Eagles last year in that last week of the season and hurt their playoff seeding, so that did feel good to do that. That did feel good. But I want to beat them when our team is relevant in a season. I don't want to beat them when we're playing for pride. I want to beat them when it matters, and it's time to win those games, man. It's time.
Exactly.
Go out there, Daniel Jones, defense, Dable, go beat them on Thursday night. Go beat the Cowboys and set the tone and beat them and show everyone this year, you know what? Our talent is better. We're ready to compete, man.
Exactly. Let them know, that it's going to be very different this year. It ain't going to be, the Giants. It's not going to be the typical Giants where, oh, my God, look at the schedules. That's an easy 2 wins. Nope. We gotta let them know that it's going to be different. You know Absolutely. What I mean? Kind of like the way historically, and I'm not comparing this team, but I'm thinking of a good scenario. Back then, the 49ers used to kick the Rams' ass.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Those Jim Everett teams. Yep. Those
Going
gym
into that
everything.
game, everyone thought, okay, the Rams are off to a good start. It's going to be a fluke. The 49ers are going to come in. Jerry Rice is going to have 150 yards. They're going to call it a day. Nope.
Right.
The Rams went into that matchup and they took care of business, and they let them know that, you know what, it's going to be different this time.
That's what
And you
it's
know what,
time.
it catapulted them to a Super Bowl run. I'm not going to say, I'm not saying that it's going to be the same thing with this team, because this team
Yeah.
is nowhere
Yeah.
near,
I
ready
got you.
to compete for a Super Bowl, but it's that same confidence booster. We go into that 2-1, at least 2-1, and win that game, that Thursday night game against the Cowboys. We're setting the tone for our season, and we're letting our division foes know we're not with the shits this year.
That's right. And that's what we need. We got to set the tone and let it be known that this is not the season where we're going to get pushed around and you're going to maul us and all that. You're going to fight and scratch for everything you get. Tim Mills, just fight, contend, and be the sleeper. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Unpopular opinion sports. I want to beat Dallas and Philly at least once each. I don't even care if we lose to Washington because we never do. Real
We
talk.
don't.
We'll talk. No, I
Real
want to
talk.
win them all, though. On Pop, I want to win them all, bro. After Washington, after them too. But yes, especially those Eagles and those Cowboys. I'm so sick and tired of this, man. I remember when we were
I'm
in
sick and tired of
our
losing.
glory. Go ahead, brother.
No. So I was saying, no, go ahead, bro, because I said I'm sick
I
and
was
tired
just
of losing
saying.
to them.
I remember with our Super Bowl teams that when we had Plexico, the Eagles could not touch us. They couldn't stop Plexico. They couldn't stop beating. We couldn't stop and beat us at all when the games mattered and counted, man. It's like the other way now. I can't take it no more. It's time to beat these teams, the Eagles and Cowboys, when it matters the most for us, not just to knock them off and play spoiler. I want to do it when it matters. It's time, man. It's time. Daniel Jones, I need you to start beating these teams, man, because the record ain't good against the Eagles and Cowboys. It just isn't good. And I'm not saying it's all his fault. I'm not here for that. Okay, I'm not here to blame him for everything, but I'm fair. I'm down the middle. And like I said, I need to see better from Daniel Jones going forward. I'm not confident in him.
We all need to see
but
much better from him.
Much better. Listen, I have my concerns. I'm not sold on him, but this is the time this year. It has to be now. It's sink or swim for Daniel Jones. And if anyone doesn't see that, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. Okay, go beat these teams now. Now, as far as the rest of the schedule goes, if we can get past that little stretch where we get the Eagles in that game October 20th, the schedule's kind of loosens up for a few weeks after that. You got at Steelers. Okay, not an easy game to go into Pittsburgh and win, but the Steelers are not an unbeatable team. They have their own quarterback issues over there. So that's a competitive game I think we can actually beat and win. Then you got Washington coming in here. We should win that game. And then we go to, I believe, Germany across seas to play Carolina. You got to win that game. Okay? If you can go 3-0 in that stretch, or at least 2-1, you should be in good shape after the bye, man. You should.
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at least, like, in that stretch from, the Seattle game, the Dallas game, all the way to the bye.
Right.
If we can go into that, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 games. If we could go there 6-4,
right,
that's going to set the precedent for the rest of the season. Because if you look at the rest of the schedule, the Buccaneers do not scare me.
No.
The Cowboys on Thanksgiving, it depends on what shape they're in.
Should be a competitive game. We almost beat them with half a team a couple years ago on Thanksgiving. So, hey, never know.
New Orleans, it's not the Drew Brees New Orleans. They don't scare me.
And they're coming here. I believe they come here, too, out of that dome in MetLife. I think, what is that, in November or December or whatever. So that's a big deal.
First week of December.
Yep.
They're going to be in the cold. They're not going to be in that warm, AC 72 degrees, in the Superdome. They're going to be in MetLife. It's probably going to be like 45 degrees or something like that, 40 degrees. The Ravens do scare me. The Falcons don't. The Colts definitely don't. And then we go into that last week in Philadelphia.
Yeah, make it matter. Make it matter for us in that last week, because you know what? Hey, show that you belong, and we got a good chance, man. We got a good chance.
Exactly.
So like you said, and we are here on that, because I was going to actually say the same thing. We can go 6-4 in those first 10 games, be 6-4. We are going to be right there with a chance in the second half to make the playoffs. That's all you want. But it starts early. We got to get off to a good start, man. It's got to happen now, man. It's got to happen now. TP Way the Giant. Everybody in our division can get this work. Being the laughing stock in the division irritates my soul. I need them all to feel it. Let's fucking go, baby. Yes, it irritates my soul, and they can all get this work.
That's the type of energy that I'm talking about right there.
Yeah, they can all get this work.
That's the type of energy that I'm talking about.
It's time. It's time.
They can
It's
all
time
get
for
it.
us, man. It's time for the Giants to stand up and say, you know what? We're not this doormat that we've been. Okay. Yes, we are improving our roster. Are we a championship contender yet? No, we're not there yet. But we are on the way up, and we are going to be a factor. People keep dismissing 2022, and it drives me insane. They went to the playoffs with a barren roster. Okay, in the first year under this regime. Was the schedule kind of light? Yes, but you got to win the games you're supposed to win, and they were games that the Giants won, and they were games the Giants weren't winning in previous years before that. So miss me with all that. 2022 was a good year, and they went in there and won a playoff game against a 13-win team in Minnesota. Okay, It's time now. It's time to stand up. This roster, nobody can tell me, Jose, that this roster isn't better than the one in 2022.
You can't say it, because we have a much improved defense. We have an offensive line. We've got 4 pretty solid receivers. We got a potential rookie of the year. One of them is a potential rookie of the year. You know what I mean? The only thing is quarterback play.
Quarterback play. We are a good quarterback play away from being a playoff contender. I keep saying it.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm going to make a very bold prediction. If everything breaks right for this team, if Daniel Jones could be serviceable, if he could throw for 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, like you said, that's going to be a great season for him, which is like to Eli Manning. That's like an average season, 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? On the low end for him, this team can win 11 games.
Listen, it's possible. It's possible. It all comes down to that, because honestly, I expect this defense. We're sharing a brain here, bro. I expect this defense, as the season goes along, to be a top 10 to 12 unit eventually when they figure this stuff out, especially now with Adoree Jackson being a veteran presence in that CB2 room back now with us. I expect this defense to really take a step up and be a strong unit as the season goes along. And my bold prediction is they're going to be a top 10 to 12 unit by the season's end as far as defensive rankings, because this pass rush they got, okay, with Bobby Okereke, man in the middle, and with these ball hawk players and young players in the secondary that I believe will continue to improve, like Newman, like Phillips, like Deontay Banks. I feel like this unit is going to be a problem as the season goes along. It's up to Daniel Jones, man. He's got the weapons. He's got the weapons. Okay, it's on him. Yep, he's got the offensive line. He's got he's the best. Let's be honest, best offensive line in front of him since he's been here. Okay, and you got, even though Saquon's gone, you got a stable running back core back there by committee. You got Singletary, who's no slouch. He had a good year for a Texas team last year. Texas offense with, all right, CJ Stroud's all-world rookie year he had. But that's still an accomplishment the way he played with that rookie quarterback there. He had 900 yards running the ball, okay? Then you got Tyrone Tracy, who I love that kid's talent. I think I would not be surprised if he is a starter by the end of the season for whatever reason, injury to Singletary or ineffective, whatever. Or Tracy just is that much better. I really like that kid. And Eric Gray is showing that he can be solid too. So his running backs are fine. The offensive line is fine. The receivers, come on. Malik Nabers. He's going to contend for Rookie of the Year this year. All-world receiver.
If he's healthy, Daniel Jones can get him the ball. And you know what? He stays consistent. He's going to be the Rookie of the Year this year. Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Absolutely. And then you got Jalen Hyatt, who is basically impossible to overthrow with his speed. Okay. improving as a route runner, okay, getting stronger. You know, Darius Slayton has chemistry with Daniel Jones no matter what. And he, you know, he always good for at least one deep ball if you give it to him. He's always good for one of those. And then you got Wan'Dale in that slot. I think that middle of the field is going to be a 7-11, open all day with the attention Malik Neighbors is going to get this year. Okay?
Exactly. Just run, just run slant routes up the middle. You know what I mean? Expose the soft spots in, when they're playing zone defense, especially two high safeties. Somebody's got to be open in the middle.
Yep. And I expect that guy to be Wan'Dale. We all know Daniel Jones loves his checkdowns and when he gets in trouble, he likes to throw into the middle of the field in the intermediate routes. You got Wan'Dale there eating. You got, I think, also a rookie tight end we drafted, D.O. Johnson's going to be a player too. He's going to be a problem in that area as well. Daniel Jones just has to play like a good quarterback, man. He's got to be consistent. 25 touchdowns, 4,000 yards is not a lot to ask for from a quarterback in the passing era like this. You give us that, I think the Giants can make the playoffs. I really do, man. I really do.
And not only that, it's just for his future.
Oh, it better be this year. It better be this year. It's sink or swim, baby. We talked about it. It's sink or swim because if anything, Hard Knocks revealed a lot. The Giants were interested. People can take it the way they want to take it, believe what they want to believe. The facts are there. They attempted to trade up. They couldn't, so they did the next best thing, and they got him a weapon. This is going to be the year. The way his contract works out is that they can actually get out of the contract after the season if they so choose.
Exactly, and
this is on him. It's on him.
That's something that's lost on a lot of people because you know what? A lot of fans, not just Giants fans, but fans in general, they take those Screenfest ESPN shows as gospel. You know, oh, well, he's $40 million quarterback. They don't look at the whole thing, and that's why, I call them casuals. They don't look at the whole contract.
Facts.
This is the year that, next year's the team option kicks in. Yeah. And if he doesn't play up to snub this year, he's gone. They're not going to exercise that option, and he will be a free agent, and we will be looking at the quarterback position, as a need. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And a lot of people, that's lost on a lot of people.
It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Like they just look at the 4 years, $100. No, you got to look at the contract language, man. After the second year, they can easily get out of that. Or if he plays well, they can continue, and it'll end up looking like a bargain compared to all of the other contracts that are coming for other quarterbacks who are better than him. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's sink or swim time for Daniel Jones. As a Giant fan, I have my concerns. Everyone knows this, but I'm about the front of the jersey first. I want to win. You want to win. We want to win. Real Giant fans want to win. And the only way we're going to be able to win is Daniel Jones plays well. So miss me with all that. I hope Daniel Jones stinks and all of that. I don't want to hear all that. There'll be a conversation to have after the season when it comes to his future. Exactly. But right now, we need to win, and I want to win. And there is no excuses for DJ this year.
No, none whatsoever. And he's gone after this year if he doesn't perform up to snub.
Absolutely.
That's it. And
unpopular opinion. Go ahead, brother.
That's it. That's all.
Yep. Unpopular opinion sports. Absolutely. 100. Tyquan Lewis, we need Hyatt to snap this year, too. Yes, we do. We need him to take a step. I like his talent. Former Biletnikoff winner at Tennessee. Yes.
Yep. Jalen Hyatt needs to, here's another guy that's going to eat this year if he gets the ball.
Yeah. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Tim Mills, no effing excuses for DJ. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Bobby Banger 80, still not a DJ fan. I don't care. Hey, listen, man, I ain't mad at you. Listen, at the end of the day, this is a safe space here. Every opinion is welcome on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the NYG Lieutenant show that I do with Giant Way and TP Way, all opinions are valid. It is okay to be on the side of you don't think he's the guy, but you hoping he is. I'm not for the shit of, hey, let's root for him to suck because that means the team sucks and that means we're miserable again. I don't want that. So there'll be a conversation to have. Yeah. I mean, and that's the way Giant fans should be, in my opinion. You know, I don't like to tell people how to fan, but that's just the type of fan I am. So I expect the same. You know, we'll see down the road. That's a conversation to have right later on. But right now, it's about the season, baby. And I want to win. And I can't wait for week 1.
And I can't wait neither.
Yes, Tim Mills is do or die. Yes,
Do or
indeed.
die.
Yes,
Yep.
indeed. Also,
it's going to set the tone for the future.
Yep. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I mean, it just is what it is, man. We need him to play well, you know. So that is basically that on that front. But again, the Giants starting 2-0 is crucial in my opinion. They have to start off 2-0, man. Those first 2 games are probably the most winnable stretch of games they're gonna have throughout the season with this schedule. They start off 2-0, they're in business. They're in business. You get tripped up, lose a game, one of these teams, or God forbid, I don't even want to mention it, but if you lose the first 2, we're basically cooked again, basically.
Exactly.
And we don't need that. We don't need that at all. You know what I'm saying? So
we really don't. We don't need this. I don't see them starting off 0-2, but if they do, something has gone bad.
Yeah.
Either catastrophic injury or Daniel Jones is playing turnover-prone football.
Absolutely. And honestly, what you want as a Giant fan is what you should want as a Giant fan is Daniel Jones plays well enough to where he makes it a tough decision for this brass at the end of the season to make. That's what you want. That means there's hope on either end. You want him to make it tough decision. You want him to make it where they force the hand of that. You want that. You don't want it an easy decision to be like, oh, well, we know we're moving on, because that means we know we don't got the guy. That's a problem. And that means we got to start over and find a guy. We need the Giants to win. We need Daniel Jones to win and play well. Bobby Banger 80. Jorge, this is what you do, bro. But I said it in the NFL talk. Was not a fan of him, but then again, I wasn't a fan of Eli. Eli had to grow on me. Well, listen, let me just first say, because you said so, I don't really like when people compare Eli Manning to Daniel Jones, because I don't think it's a fair comparison at all. And I'm gonna tell you why. When Eli came in the league, in his first year, he had his struggle as a rookie. Let's get past that. Okay. Kurt Warner started, whatever. From 2005 on, his first full season, he won a division title. Okay. He won a division title. The Giants were basically making the playoffs every year and won a Super Bowl in year 4. There was no question by year 4 that we knew we had our guy. Okay. Daniel Jones is in year 6. So I really don't like that comparison. You know what I'm saying? But I do remember there was a time a lot of Giant fans were not in on Eli. They wanted him gone. We all know that year he won the Super Bowl. Signs up, Eli's adopted, all of that. It was crazy. That Minnesota game, I will never forget that Minnesota game. That was the worst game I ever seen Eli Manning play. The 4 turnovers, 3 pick sixes. I mean, it was crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. It was depressing when I saw that. Buddy, he shook it off and he played well. And they won a Super Bowl. He rode the defense, but at the end of the day, he made the plays and matured in front of our eyes. And we knew we had our guy.
Exactly. And you know what? Not only that, he led the NFC in his first full season, the 2005 season. He led the NFC in touchdowns, and he was top 5 in touchdowns, yards, completions, attempts.
Right.
You know what I mean? In that year, and he should have made a Pro Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely.
That second year, that second and third year when he that second and third full season as a starter, that really was like people was down on him. Which
Right.
And then that playoff run from that Patriot game in Week 17 onto the Super Bowl, we saw the real Eli Manning.
Absolutely, bro. And we knew right there. We knew we had our guy. I mean, we knew it. You know what I'm saying? That iced it right there. You know, he made the players. Yes, it was on the defense. We rode the defense that year. Spectacular pass, one of the greatest pass rushes that any NFL team ever threw out there for a Super Bowl winning team.
Exactly.
But when the plays counted, it was up to Eli to make them. He made them, and he showed that he was ready. This thing with Daniel Jones is not the same. I know people kind of compare because it's easy to fall into that trap because of the mannerisms he has with the, Daniel Jones does. He's basically trying to be an Eli clone, whatever. I'm talking about on the field. The only thing he's different is he has more athleticism to run. Other than that, the processing on the field, those decisions he makes, that's Eli Manning is a different level than he was.
Exactly.
And he played in a different offense too. So at the end of the day, we just need Daniel Jones to show he's the guy. And if he isn't, he will be gone. It's just as simple as that. TP Way, fee, fi, fo, fum. I hear that, bro.
Yep, here's the Giants. Here we come.
Tyquan Lewis, what jerseys are y'all wearing week 1? Listen.
I'm wearing this one. The Century Red for the Kayvon Thibodeau Century Red for week 1.
For sure. And I'm wearing my Century Red as well. You know what I'm saying? I got mine in the mail. So, yeah, I'm ready for that. I'm going to be wearing that on Sunday. 100-year anniversary, man. 100 years of a franchise. Hey, you gotta rock it. And for all the people that were complaining about the jersey, listen to me, man. It's not a bad jersey, okay? It's not. Stop looking at the pants. The pants was horrible. I know it didn't look right. It didn't look right with what was there. But the jersey itself is a good color scheme. You just got to match it right. That's all. Exactly. Match it right, baby.
It would have went. I mean, I get that you're trying to mimic the whole early 1920s look. I get that, but you know what I mean? They could have done with like red pants or something like that with stripes
like
on the side.
Or the same blue would have been crazy too. That would have fucking slapped right there, bro.
Yeah.
But they went with what they went.
Piss yellow freaking pants.
Yeah, I'm not with those. But the jersey itself is fine. I love it. I like those colors, man, for sure. And we will best believe Section 330 crew will be rocking those and ready to go, man. Ready to go. CP Way the Giants, Century Red for me too. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. So also I just wanted to mention, rest in peace, Fat Man Scoop, man.
Rest in peace, man.
We need to bring that out too. Rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop. Hip hop.
All the legends, man. All the legends are going before the people we grew up with. All of them are starting to go now, and it's sad.
Yeah, man. I think it was appropriate for Section 330 crew to mention that. Tragic the way it happened. One of the absolute hip hop legends. Growing up, I remember listening to him on High 97 and all his mixes and everything, man. Just a shame. Just teaches us as men take care of ourselves and make sure 53 is way too early in life. So, condolences to him and his family, man, for sure. For sure. Tyquan Lewis, I'm rocking Century Red, Bobby Okereke. Oh, I like that. That's a nice choice, bro. Bobby Okereke. I like that. That's a good one.
Come through to the tailgate, Ty. Come through. I'm gonna have the Kayvon Thibodeau. Jorge's gonna be rocking the Dexter Lawrence. You're gonna be with the Okereke.
Yep. Come through, baby. Bobby Banger 80. I don't mind looking like the Montreal Canadiens rocking that Century Red. Good one, Bob. Good one, bro. Good one. But listen, I like him. I like him
too. And the funny part is, I have a Patrick Roy Montreal Canadiens throwback with the 75th anniversary patch.
Yeah, little throwback there. That's what's up. Rangers all day, but I don't even want to think about the Canadians, man. Damn, he put that in my head now. All right. TP Way the Giant, I'm glad you mentioned this. Rest in peace, Fat Man School, for sure. Yeah, man, for sure, man. I had to mention it, man. Just a tragedy, and condolences from Section 330 crew to him and his family, man.
Exactly.
For sure.
And also, while we're on the subject, I want to say, and we're in hockey, talking about hockey and everything. Rest in peace, Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matt.
Yeah, I saw that too. That was sad, man. That was definitely sad.
It was, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It definitely was.
Tragedy. They gotta throw that dude in jail for the rest of his life, for sure. Like,
he should not see the light of day, man.
No, never. Drunk driving, you know what I'm saying? But before we wrap it up, that'll be a wrap today. We just wanted to mention this Sunday, Section 330 crew tailgate will be at lot J8. Come through, come see us, come check us. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Reach out to us. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to see y'all there. So it's a nice family atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? We like to chop it up, have some fun. We'll have a DJ out there. You know, shout out to my homie Ray. He gonna be doing it up with the ones and twos. You know, Jose, talk more about it, baby.
Yo, it's going to be a good time. It starts off at 9 a.m., 9 a.m. sharp. We're going to have bagels to start off, bagels, donuts, coffee, and then we're going to get into our menu for this week is going to be hamburgers, hot dogs, sausage and peppers. I'm going to make some Japanese barbecue chicken legs. And, of course, you know what I mean? What we're known for is my wife's macaroni salad. So it's a hit in the tailgate. Everybody come through, $30, all you can eat and drink. There's going to be beer, liquor, everything there. So hope to see y'all there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Taquan Lewis, I'll be there. Yes, sir. Come through. Remember, J8, bro. Come through. Come J8. Chop it up with us. TP Way the Giant. Good episode, fellas. Appreciate you, TP. Appreciate you.
It, man.
But, you know, that's going to wrap it up for us. We just wanted to let you guys know, you know, it's all about the Giants going forward. Let's get a good season. Let's put all the negative to the side. That offseason negativity is done. It is about week 1, and Minnesota is first up next. Let's go hunt. Let's go Giants from the Section 330 crew to you, True Blue, all the time, baby. All the time. Let's go Giants.
Let's go.